We're in Landing's End, San Francisco, California. Standing on a park bench. What do you think about it?
I like it. It's nice.
Why do you like it?
It's like, it's fresh.
Fresh. What are the words?
It just feels fresh.
There off in the, if you can see it, it's the Golden State Bridge. Tons and tons of hiking out here. We're gonna go down to the beach. Follow me. What do you propose we do out here in Landing End? Landing End.
I propose we just take it in, take some pictures, make some video, and breathe a little bit.
People complain a lot about how gloomy it is out here. Yeah, it's gloomy, but I also think they underestimate what they have out here. This is not like what you get in most places. A combination of beach and tons of greenery. Can't beat that.
You get beach and forest mixed up together. It's really nice. Sometimes like you need the clouds and the fog.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Cool you off. There's our house on wheels. There's that bad boy.
There's home.
Holding up. Steep mountains, fresh green, smell of chlorophyll, smell of life, oxygen. Get out of the way for a handsome surfer here. Have a good one. Each way is an exercise, an opportunity to burn calories, up or down, doesn't matter. You will get fit if you do it. You're walking like you're 60. This is how 20-year-olds do it. Hi guys. Alright. Is that water cold? Is it freezing?
No, it's like super warm.
Yeah? Cool.
Jump in naked, the water's fine.
I know. That was like it was a little while. I was trying to see what they were gonna say, and they're very funny. Surfers fighting the waves. Some of them enjoying it, some not. Some fishermen trying their luck. Whatever you want out here, you can find it. There's a little bit of fun for everybody. Oh, the water comes this far.
Oh. That's close.
I heard something coming. I'm like, what? Whoa. Now that's a real cave right there.
Smell it, like it smells like...
Moss.
What the heck? Those are like barnacles, right?
Mm-hmm. They're growing on the rocks.
Oh man. You know, barnacle wieners are super long. They're like terribly long strings.
What is that? A wiener like penis?
Yeah.
Why did you know that bit of information?
Because we learned about it. Because you know, I did bio in college. So in
tell
one
us
of my
more.
biodiversity classes, when we learned about barnacles, yeah, so when they reproduce, their wiener is super long and it's just like flowing in the water. And then they release their sperm and then they go inside like the females and they create baby barnacles like that.
Why are there wieners that long?
I think just because you want more genetic diversity. If your wieners are short, because they can't like get up and go walk away and mate with someone far away, right? So they're gonna have to, if their wieners aren't long, then that means they're gonna be mating with their sister. That their genetic information is too close together.
so
They're
wrong.
not gonna be strong. So you need to have a really long.
How did this
wiener to
conversation
stay
become
put.
about incest?
Incest with these crustaceans or whatever they're. No, like they need really long wieners so that they can reach the barnacles over here, you know, and they can mate with them, and that way their offspring will be more strong.
Let me see what this cave has to offer.
Clearly it does.
Yo! This is so cool. My voice is echoing in here.
This feels like Pirates of the Caribbean.
This is. I bet
This is
people. I bet
crazy.
people camp out here sometimes.
Probably.
No, because the tide comes in, and this you probably can't stand here at night.
Well, they probably like just come in here and chill for a bit. 'Cause it looks like the water came up to there recently, but
That's as far
it
as.
probably came up to here last night, but not. If I were a serial killer, this is definitely where I would chill.
Why do you have to be a serial killer to use take advantage of this?
Because this is a good place to spy on people. Sometimes this type of weather is good. It's kind of cleansing. You know?
What's cleansing?
It feels like you're washing away the crap spiritually.
Snake?
Is it like, I think it's something that's in like a cocoonish type thing. Oh my god!
It's still coming. You got wet?
Yes, look at my shoes.
She thinks there's so much biodiversity here.
It feels like a nature version, a natural version of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney.
It does have
I'm
that
getting all
terrain
these
there.
feels, and it really does feel like like we're in the movie.
You could be in the movie right now. Alright, just reading an article about Mark Cuban. And this is what it says. Mark Cuban's Bitcoin plan. Run for president if BTC hits $1 million. Free Satoshis for every citizen. And the whole conversation started off with Shamat Palihapitiya. He made a comment about his plan for turning the Hamptons into a sleep camp for kids.
Billionaires are all like, they're gamifying Bitcoin.
Right, it's pretty neat what they're doing. They've seen an opportunity to liberate a lot of people who are trapped in jobs that they hate and a lot of people are unemployed or don't even have a hope for money. So the next president has to be someone who thinks outside the box, that actively tries to reallocate the money or reinvest in the people. Now obviously there will be a need for a third party for that to happen, because with the way the things are,
Republicans and Democrats are not.
They're not
gonna
gonna do
stick
it.
to the same policies that they always do, I think,
and
and do the same thing as usual.
imagine what kind of world that would be, what kind of America that would be if 10 years from now we're still doing the same thing.
It's gonna be the same America.
No, it's gonna be more chaotic America.
Well, yeah, frustrated people, but also people are resilient, and sometimes you go around the government.
You have to leave. You may have to leave, because how far can you go around a government that's taxing you at 50%?
Yeah.
Can't go very far. Especially if you're not sophisticated enough to hide your money or to use the tax loopholes that exist. But it makes me excited that there are people in this country like Shamat and Mark Cuban that are not only successful at what they do, they're also people oriented. They care. It's not all about money and titles to them. They genuinely care, and that's what the country needs.
Yeah.
I always wondered, where have these people been this whole time?
They've been making their billions,
You have to accumulate the wealth first.
I guess. Yeah. It's like how when we watch the stories of like Rockefeller and Carnegie, you know, they accumulate the wealth, they reach, you know, the pinnacle of richliness,
Success.
and then they're just like, what else is there to life? And then they just kind of realize, look, But if you die a rich man, then who are you? You're nothing.
Nothing. The money
You
goes
did
away.
nothing. You're actually a bad person. So you should have been doing something with your money. Something important.
Because the truth, right? You're right. If you're given that much money, it's actually a responsibility.
Yeah.
There are fools who think that
Don't just take.
their job is just to accumulate the wealth and
Yeah.
hoard it. When you die, you leave it behind. So that's and you're thinking you're handing it off to your heirs and they're gonna do well with it. No, most
No,
of them are
because
just
they're
gonna
all
squander it.
spoiled anyway.
They're just gonna squander it.
Yeah.
They don't have the same work ethic that you do. For the most part, they don't.
Right.
So if you want to solidify your legacy, you should give back that money and not just make grand announcements like, oh, I'm giving 10 billion to some charity. And everyone knows that, okay, these charities are administrative overburden, they're top heavy. So if Mark Cuban is talking about running for president if Bitcoin goes up to 1 million, that right there tells me that he believes that Bitcoin will get to 1 million in the next 4 years.
Unless it's like a Trump situation, because everyone kind of thinks that Trump didn't even think he was gonna win. So what if Mark Cuban doesn't think it's actually gonna happen? He's just like, guess what, guys? I'll run for president, and it happened.
You're right. It's probably like, let's see this happen. It's just that it's two of the most least probable things. So we're gonna pair them together. He's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And jokes on him when it actually hits 1 million.
If it hits 1 million, we're all gonna expect him to run for president.
Oh, he will get
So
that.
you better
People
get
will.
ready, because in the next couple of years, it might actually happen.
It's trending that way. They've all taken positions anyway. It's not like they're gonna lose. It's a win-win for them.
Yeah.
Zermatt accumulated millions of Bitcoin back in 2013.
Wow.
Think about that. So even if it goes up to
matter what,
$150,000, he has so much money. That guy has so much money. It's insane. You think Elon Musk has money? Wait till
Until Bitcoin goes up, and
gets.
then suddenly all these billionaires
All these
will
billionaires
appear.
will just appear. It's crazy. Yeah, right. They will just appear. You like
Appear overnight.
overnight there will be 100 billionaires minted overnight. It's like, whoa. You're a
And
billionaire
couple
too?
billionaires.
And a couple millionaires. Hey, I'm not even. We're just like we're talking about the big guys. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Legions of Honor Museum.
Thinking Man statue.
It's a replica of that place in Paris, in France.
Was it really?
The glass whatever museum.
The Louvre?
Yeah, the Louvre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
that's
is
what.
it really? The whole thing is?
Well, I'm guessing that's what it is. 'Cause that's the only place that thing exists
Right.
in France. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Guys, that's my friend Valentine, Dr. Valentine, and came out here in Oakland to visit him. And I get it now why you don't want to move to the south. I wouldn't if I just got used to this place. This is pretty. It's green. It's just better.
Man,
Welcome to my our humble abode
this is massive.
on the road.
I have like a quince.
Yeah. Check it out. Just stop. Turn off the car and that's it.
I like the
Yours.
freedom, man.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't change. You can't
And your
change
job allows you to do that too.
it. Your job
Your job
allows you to do that too.
Of course.
My job allows me to do it too.
I think that in the near future, with all this remote work, there won't be any reason why not to do this.
Yeah.
It's almost
More and
obvious.
more people are probably gonna figure out that they can do this, and
Yeah.
you're gonna see more RVs on the road.
Month. Or your
When
month,
you're
if
not
you're
using it, rent it out. We're like, whenever we're not using it and we put it up for rent,
Yeah.
normally we get like maybe 3 or 4 bookings a month.
Yeah. That covers
And
it.
that will cover. Usually, we make about 2,000 to 4,000 a month, depending on how
Really?
busy it gets. Yeah, and so I mean, it pays for itself.
Yeah.
And then we
payment is
take
only
it whenever we
And
want
then you
to.
get to use it whenever you want to.
Yeah,
they
renters
mess
will
things up.
break things, and then you have to
You have to fix it.
fix it.
You
so
charge
that's the only problem.
you charge them for it?
Yeah, charge them for it.
Yeah, you have to.
Take that deposit. Now we have to check out your apartment.
Yeah, let's go.
What's interesting about What's interesting about Peloton is that this technology has existed for a while.
Yeah.
But it looks like these guys just found a way to brand it well.
and integrate it.
Right, put the
And
whole
then
thing
brand it
together.
and make it, you know, like it's like phones with Apple, right? Phones were out. Apple came and made it better.
Right.
Same thing. They just came and
Made it slick. Because I remember going to, was it LA Fitness way back in the day? And you'd have the equipment, there'll be a screen, and you can
that's
ride
true.
through different terrains.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same thing.
That's true. That's true.
But they just rebranded it and made it a big deal. You want to live in Oakland and you have $3,000 to spend on an apartment? Consider Zoe, it's really nice. This is like a larger San Diego, a bigger version of San Diego. There it is, San Francisco, and all its ugliness and beauty.